Hello and welcome to
Welcome.
another Elements Squad Scrims here. I'm here, OSK, along with my good friend Mana Class. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great. Honestly, it's another great day for Spellbreak, and we've got something new in the game, so it's always something fun to talk about. But as we're also going to find out, OSK is going to be completely irrelevant for today's scrims.
But I can tell you what, if you want to run some kind of split strategy, if you want to send someone out in the storm to get your quest done, that's going to be the only use for them today because it only teleports one person, and that is the Arcane Rifts. One of the best tools to reposition yourself, but only yourself. You can't bring a buddy with you, so I don't think these squads are really going to have much use of them. We were talking about it before the stream started, but you know what? If we're proven wrong, we're proven wrong. Maybe there'll be some more strategies. Maybe they won't be. Should be transitioning here pretty soon. We'll get into this first squad fight. It's going to be a doozy, and we'll see how the action's going. So far, we're going to hop on over to Voosh. He's with Delicious Wet Fish and Takeo Cookies, doing a good job of tracking down this one particular opponent. Actually running a very, very nice build. More movement-oriented, actually, on the Toxicologist here. It's kind of your classic 2-3-1 that you want to be running in today's meta. Sometimes we see Recklessness in place of Escapist, but it seems that Voosh is all about that speed, and right now we'll see how quickly he can take out his opponent. It's going to be a quick little stun, just barely going to miss, but that's a belt on his opponent already. Let's see if Corrosion is going to be fast enough to erode away that shield. Looks like we might have a bit of a flash coming out, but that's one of his teammates. This is Wetfish already going down. We have another follow-up coming in. Voosh getting tripped up by the terrain here. 2v1. This might be a difficult situation. What is going to take him out? And meanwhile, we have Takeo Cookies just doing everything he can, trying to get a res, trying to do anything he can. But what is going to take all three of them out along with Z Mighty Oak? It is always a great time, and we're seeing just how great it is on Team SYG. We have Perplexity, we have AMV. I do believe this is Oxio as well, so they're going to be a little bit south of the Westmar region. Looks like they're in a bit of a scuffle here. Oxio going to take a lot of damage to shields, as well as AMV. It stands for Anime Music Video. Always have to say it out loud whenever he's on camera here. But this might be a quick finish up for Perplexity, looking for one more fireball, trying to land that pinpoint. That's going to be Saw going down a little bit early there. AMV and Oxio going to trade a lot of damage, though. This is looking very, very dire for them, particularly. Perplexity still at full health, full shield. Has the Fortitude not even off yet, so needs to do a little bit of saving the day here. A little bit of saving his teammate. Trying to line up the Frost, just barely going to miss below. That's going to be a quick little tag out of the sky as Outrers is tired. But in the meantime, Soth might be actually picking up, actually spots out the teammate trying to go for it. 57, looking for one more shot, and it will just be over the head. So close. Trying to get that follow-up. One fireball left. Let's see if he can connect. Going to be very, very difficult here. It looks like it will be AMV on the quick follow-up. BG Neurotic going to fall to a quick lightning bolt, and that is 3 exiles going towards Team SYG.
Beautifully played, honestly. You can immediately see that support style coming in for Perplexity. It was staying back the entire time, using that Frostborn. Also has, just in general, the Fortitude Harmony. Like, this is really one of those builds that you don't expect to really do a lot. And there's one of those Arcane Rifts on the top of your screen. Saw it right there. They're definitely not going to take that. Obviously, they don't need to. They're right on top of the zone. It's barely taken. And they're in a squad as well. Like, I mean, where's one person going to go? You don't know. The circle's too big.
Straight into the zone. He's going to go straight in there. Perplexity, you're thinking about it. I know you want to. I can see it in his eyes. He's looking.
Well, maybe MV will.
He's looking at it. That big glowing Dorito in the sky is looking very attractive. But right now, we have Solar Bear on Team Colt. Levin here, one of the front runners of our event coming up this weekend. Looks like we're going to have Campfire, Cozy Campfire, going to take out one particular opponent here. Solar Bear looking for the follow-up, but it will be sniped away. That will be Cozy on the snipes there. What will go down?
Beautifully played, and player number 9 almost certainly is going to be Neva.
I told you he would. Did you see that? That's AMV taking the rip. I told you that would happen. Oh my
Someone
goodness.
was looking for it, and they definitely do. There's Next, Death, and Borsellino also in those finals this Saturday. This lobby is truly stacked with all the teams that we're going to be seeing over there. So we'll see who's going to come out on top of this. Haven't seen a mention of Untier yet, but I think I definitely saw them in the lobbies leading up to this in the voice channel, so good chance they're also around somewhere. Of course, can't guarantee you all get into the same lobby, so we'll see how this fight plays out as Next is trying to get on top of this mountain. It's still one of those things, high ground matters so much in Spellbreak. You see how much mobility and mana it costs them to actually get up there. Next, finally making it up there though, and immediately taking out Gigabyte. So one disrupt down for that team. It looks like Borsellino and Death are going to be able to help out to finish off the squad. One more player left. The boulder falls, the shock waves, everything is hitting left, right, and center. One Ice Lance might likely do it, but no, he's trying to actually get away from this. Escape attempts are always nice to see in Spellbreak when there's 3 people telling you you're not going to get away. Primo, Tastic, Knack, and No Ace actually able to get a triple kill as well. This is, a lobby that's clearing out at a nice pace, though, OSK. It's not a very hyper-aggressive one.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I did make a little mistake here last week on the scrims here. I actually said that Nexalino and Death actually weren't very aggressive here, but I didn't realize at the time they're actually one of our front runners for the finals here, so they're definitely doing something right. Let's see if there's any adjustment from last week coming in here in preparation for the big event. But for right now, next, Borsellino and Death just playing a little bit safe here, trying to get some poke out, not really looking to hard engage here. There's plenty of teams ready to just snipe someone out of the sky. Death is already getting a taste of it. He's already down. Now it's just Next and Borsellino trying to hold down the fort here. It looks like they might have lost the high ground advantage. We do have 2 members trying to collapse onto Next's location. He's out in the storm. No invisibility will last too long for him. And he might just be in trouble here. That's Cozy Campfire going to go down. Those undoubtedly Solar Bear on that Harmony talent, making the flash freeze useless. And this is Borsellino just trying to count his lucky stars, man. He's just trying, but it's going to be no waste with the quick cleanup. That's World Tier and Colt Levin about to be in a skirmish. Colt Levin getting 2 out of the 3 exiles for that squad. Quick reset, and we'll see if the fight develops.
Moving over to World Tier over here. No Ace, Knack 3000, and Primo still in, prime position actually to do something in this lobby. Not the greatest rune right now for No Ace, but no doubt he's going to be able to find something else that works better in his favor. Meanwhile, we already see some more projectiles flying their way. That's some wind shears coming out from on top of the mountain. Let's see who that is and if they're actually going to engage. Does look like they just want to get out into the Spellstorm and make sure they can gatekeep these players first. That's a very wise choice. Don't want to be fighting and taking damage when you don't need to. So, yeah, they're going to try and catch them in their rotations. And it looks like they're going to be successful in doing so. Already see the Dragonfire combos coming out from Knack and Primo. Noise is just trying to catch up and actually help out. Can't wait for those Ice Lances to start hitting, though, man. I mean, we've seen a few, but Ice Lances, those hitting are always beautiful. And as you talk, I was saying, we speak of the devil, but unfortunately, it wasn't that lucky. Sometimes you just cast a curse at yourself. You try and force it, but that's always when it doesn't work out. And we're waiting for them to be dropped on because it actually looks like another team is rotating into them. And it's a beautiful fireball hitting Noise in the back, predicting that a pattern right there.
Yeah,
that was beautifully done.
Yeah, very beautifully done. Very, very well placed. There's some amount of luck, some amount of prediction coming out to really know that he's going to fly straight on and then connect the fireball like that. Oh my goodness. Definitely something going on over there, but I will say World Tier have done a great job of kind of angling themselves in the wedged part of the zone. It's where most players just instinctively like to go to sort of avoid the chaos that is the center of the zone, where you're in between all these different teams, and also just get that little bit of reassurance from the zone behind you. But if you run into enough of these teams that are looking out for that particular strategy, then you're also, it's almost like being in the direct center of the zone. You're going to have many different eyes on you, and this might be the case for this particular guy right here. Looks like he's going to get zapped out, sniped out, whichever the case. No Ace is on the case here. And it looks like Knack 3000, Primo, and Team World Tier all together doing a beautiful job of just rotating towards the backside of the zone, making sure that there's no one coming out from the zone, making sure that they're all clear to hold this higher ground. This is a beautiful position if they choose to take it. It has a mana vault on it. It has a little bit of elevation. This is a great place for some oversight. No Ace, though. That common rune, definitely want to get something better here. Definitely want to try to get an exile and see what his opponents have instead. Just having a tough time landing these snipes. Usually not something that he has trouble with, but today of all days, it looks like that is the case. We're going to have a bit of knowledge potion just wasted. There are four boulders already out. Going to ping out the enemy's location. This is the dominant position of the final circle. So any effort that they can make to take this position is definitely going to be paramount here. Picks up the Epic Spring Step as well. That's going to be great. Accidentally blows up his teammate a little bit, but this is the part where he should shine. That's 4, maybe 3 shots missed in a row. Got to clean that up just a little bit, but you can see the price being paid here. No Ace just not connecting anything right there. Going to pay for it with his life. This is Team CL right here, along with Cozy, Solar Bear, and Meba. And it looks like we might have a bit of a skirmish here. Colt Levin definitely on the better side of things, and we'll see how this fight develops if they will end up taking No Ace as a thirst.
I like Solar Bear's use of the teleport there as well. Just immediately teleports back to his team. It will heal up a little bit of armor. And now just going to go back to the Icelands to try and hit some. Hits one over there. It's a beautiful shot, actually, being able to take that down. And now looking for the fireballs through this flame wall to do something. It's pretty telling as well. You know, if you put a flame wall up to defend against the Icelands, but the firewall still get through, you kind of wonder why do you even have the firewall in the first place. But of course, if you hit those Icelands, it doesn't really matter what firewall is up. Solar Bear has always been a magician with those. Just trying to hit some more over here, but it's not stopping anytime soon. G3 is actually coming into the mix now with the third party, taking out some of the World Tiers members there. And now CL is going to be on this hill still. It's still a great position for them to be in, 100%. They do have to be careful not to be flanked from the other side, what looks to be happening right now as Solar Bear misses another Icelands on the player trying to get there. And I think that's G3 trying to rotate in here.
Yeah, very aggressive teleport coming up from Solar Bear, trying to take control of this position, but he's up against an entire team, and looks like some of them are trying to garden him out a little bit with those toxic streams. We'll see if it pays off for him, see if he can pull out a few more magic tricks. That harmony's not just for show. It protects him from CC, and apparently gives him perfect harmony with his aim as well, because he is just on the Frostlands so far, or on the Icelands, rather. It looks like one of the teammates from World Tier got picked up, so we'll see as the game develops just who was picked up right there. I believe No Ace might still be out. Yeah, it looks like Primo actually has fully exiled him in the kill feed there. Primo taking out No Ace just on an accidental fireball, so World Tier will have one member down. It looks like it's 2 members of World Tier, 3 members of G3, and 3 members of Team CL. All front runners coming in for this weekend, so we'll see how this fight develops, if it will be any sort of indication as to how the weekend will go. So far, Megaverse taking a lot of damage, Novin taking a lot of damage as well. Chaos really wanting that one back. Free shot for him, but not going to connect. Chaos just looking for any sort of angle he can get. Beautiful blast reach by his opponent, though, to block that fireball. Beautiful frost by him, just firing back and forth, but their main player, Megaverse, is going to go down. This is where it collapses. This is where Team CL swoops in. Chaos down. One more member to go. Novin trying to run, trying to get any sort of space he can. Looks like it's Primo. Looks like it's Chaos. Ooh, trying for the risky res here. This is going to be very, very difficult. Team CL is already on it. Solar Bear looking for some snipes, looking for one more. Going to snipe the boulder. A little bit of interruption. The Tundra beautifully timed. And looking for one more snipe. That's going to be Solar Bear. Primo will go down as well as Nat 3000. Colt Levin taking game 1.
Game number 2 coming up right now. It's time.
It is time.
We get in there. It is, again, going to be running in straight onto Team Shays Balaise with Take Your Cookies, Voosh, and Delicious Wet Fish. Once again, also qualified for the finals. Not with the greatest point total, but of course, it is still a Battle Royale. Anything can happen when you can get thrown into a lobby like this. And if you are having a really good day or other teams are having a really bad day, all of a sudden, you can go for number 9 all the way to number 1. Just in a few games. And that's what they're hoping to prove. Not that successful in the last game. It was relatively early that they got exiled, but we'll see if they can do better this time around, as they do take over a lot of this Timbrand area and are already looking pretty nice on loot.
Meanwhile, we have this brand new outfit that came out with the Protege bundle. This is, of course, I'll take a wild guess. It's called the Protege outfit. And, you know, definitely looking very nice. We have the spiky hair going. We have the nice little mini skirt along with our nice little compartment there on the leg. Nice little satchel there. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's what I'm going to call it. And we're going to have Death really rocking it out here. Unfortunately, Porcelino, I think, isn't rocking the Protege, you know. Not really the highest value off the outfit there. And apparently Nex is going to go down too, so it will be Death. Definitely the outfit protecting him here, being the last exile. We'll see if he can make up for his teammates here. That will be one particular disruption going on to UT Elpadog. And we'll see if Death can make this worth it here. The shield is already shaved off. Beautiful recovery coming out, but it will be Kamsky, or rather Tefal actually, on the wind with the Tempest class. So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. This is their sort of switch up of the classes here. It looks like they're going more for what they might be running on the weekend here, as we do normally see UT Elpadog and also Kamsky on their respective classes, Stone Shaper and Toxicologist. T-Foul, though, is the wild card. Looks like Tempest will be his run through this time around. In the meantime, we have a little squad right here with Toxic Skills. Looks like they might be in the middle of a fight with, I could only assume, is Team Shay's Belays. So we'll see how it ends up for them. This Delicious Wetfish already getting one of their members. It looks like Tickin' Tom, or yeah, I'm not saying that, but it looks like Toxic Skills going to be immediately exiled by Voosh. So that will be Team Shay's Belays taking that early advantage already. And they're feeling a lot better about today or about this game than they were last, for sure. Are we seeing a repeat here? Is this Colt Levin looking at World Tier in G3 again? It looks like Megaverse to me, and it is Meba going to go ahead and take him out. The player number 9, the streamer mode, has been taken off, so we do have a clear look at his name here. And yeah, maybe that's something. Oh my goodness, I just saw that. CL Solar Bear really laying the frost into SDK Novin. Man, what a nasty shot to end off G3. This is looking a lot like game number 1. Meba just thinking about what he just did, thinking about what his next move is. He's not going to pick up the Epic Fire for some reason, but there's another one. Are you going to pick that one up? The questions will be answered. Oh, he's trying. He's trying to get up there. There we go. There's the Purple Fire. All nice and ready to go. But yeah, CL really just making a great name for themselves out in this particular lobby. Really having a good showing leading up into this next weekend whenever we have those finals going on. Definitely check that out if you haven't before. Hop in the Discord. It's going to be a nice time. But for in the meantime, we have a little bit of wind shears coming out. Going to shear off those shields, shear off that health, shear off your life. Get out of my HoloLands. You are exiled. Meba going to take out Perplexity. That's Cozy on the cleanup. Oxia will go down as well. That's Team CL taking out yet another squad.
Brett definitely describing it best. Wind go brrr, definitely right there. Just popping out those wind shears. Meba, Solar Bear, and Campfire Cozy, or the Cozy Campfire. Definitely still on fire in this as a CL squad. But this time around, both World Tier and G3, they weren't the last 2 teams left. So they're going to have to contend with some more players. 18 left in the lobby. That's 6 teams total if there's no loose ends running around anywhere. And this Ruby Grove area, I mean, it's beautiful, definitely, and they're able to maybe get some more loot over here, but they do probably want to go into this mountain area, get some more high ground, get some more overview. But I don't know, a lot of teams just like to play on the edge of the zones, and it's logical, because if there's less angles to watch, they're also going to be safer. Meanwhile, they're going to be under attack from these beautiful ice lances, though. Southside Sandy? Is it Southside Sandy, I guess?
Outside Sandy. You got to get that alliteration into 3S.
Love it.
Just coming at you, man, in class.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to be trying to get an angle on this Ruby Grove in order to take some more Iceland shots at them. I mean, who knows? If they're going to hit some, they can actually take down some resources at the very least, and some disruptions and exiles at the very best. But that's World Tier actually able to pick up their members after that skirmish earlier on, and just going straight up to this high ground, trying to take over this positioning that the is holding. Primo's paying the price for it so far, though, but T-Fal's come down on the other side, so Kamsky, and he's just trading around. So it's World Tier versus Untier. The T-Fal and Kamsky already down. This is not looking great. Alpadog really has to try and pull this one back. No ace, and Knack 3000. I mean, they have some health left, and they're gonna try and res up Primo, but that's not gonna happen. You're gonna still have to contend with these other players, and you're not gonna get away with it that easily. Voosh getting taken down by CL, Cozy Campfire, and Alpadog is just healing up over here. I mean, he's got some shield charge, but that's not gonna get him all the way to the top, and at some point he's gonna have to fight somebody. Lightning Strike hits, though. Alpadog under a lot of pressure right here. Those revives are not gonna happen because they know where Alpadog is. They might not want to engage directly, but there is the Iceland. One more shot of most anything will probably do it. There it is. No ace follows it up, and World Tier takes down Untier right there. Now, Solar Bear, Cozy Campfire, and Meba are straight up on this mountain, OSK.
Wow, what a beautiful play from Solar Bear to break up that res, get the freeze off, and then it's just literally 4 straight fireballs just to absolutely destroy his opponent along with Cozy there. Knack 3000 and Team World Tier, for that matter, are going to go down real quick. Now it looks like we have Team Level over here, along with Elpadog Fan Club and player number 31. Beautiful streamer mode. I wonder who. But anyway, it looks like we might have a bit of an engagement here. We have 4 squads remaining. This might be one of them right here. And we'll see how this ends up. You know, they do have kind of an okay position, kind of lower than what I would like them to be. But yeah, just trying to get a little bit of cover going on. It looks like they're going to have to be forced right off. That knowledge potion's being put into great use. All these runes are being burned. All the movement options are going down, but that's a beautiful shockwave coming out. We'll see if we can get some follow-up fireballs, but for the moment, it looks like just a little bit of staying out of the action. Just doing a little bit of staying still, not really doing all too much, letting his teammates kind of rotate out, and we'll see how this particular fight ends up. So far, though, looking at a lot of loot, looking at a little bit of rotation, and looking to get involved into this fight on the western side of the zone.
That is definitely Papega Dragon Paw Cannon coming into this game hard. We didn't see much of them last round, but this round they are there and ready to play. But this is an interesting squad. They haven't been in the qualifiers. I think they definitely are not in the finals. So what are Southside Sandy and squad gonna do right here? We don't even have a name for this team at this stage. That's the problem. Like all the others, we could just easily identify. Now we're just waiting to see what we're gonna call these. Maybe we're just gonna call them the Champion Squad because there might be one running away with this lobby. They're definitely out of this range of these two fights. There's two teams fighting over there, which they're not involved in. So they're the third party that gets to swoop in at the end. But it's a very passive aggressive. Well, not just passive aggressive, basically just passive stance that they're holding right now on this mountain at far range, just ice lancing, maybe lightning bolting at them. And I don't know if that's going to be winning them the game in the end, but for now they're in a good spot as they get they get engaged on. That's CL seeing that coming straight onto it, making sure that they don't get third party themselves. And now it's going to be a standoff between three teams. Who's going to engage onto who first? Who's going to get away with the win? It's CL versus Papega Dragon Paw Cannon, an unknown squad.
Yeah, it looks like Papega Dragon Paw Cannon, Lovell, looks like might be Ilya, and also Gigabyte. So we did see a bit of a name change going on there, a bit of a streamer mode as well. Just keep in mind that's Team PP, as they like to call it. Elpa Dog Fan Club, though, gonna take out Doobly Nasty, Braden the Bagel. And this looks like a 1v1 squad v squad between CL and Papega Dragon Paw Cannon. Let's see who's going to come out on top here. We got, looks like Meba going to take out two. So it is CL versus just one member remaining. Team Papega Dragon Paw Cannon doing everything that they can to make it last as long as possible. That's a delay of the inevitable. That's going to be Solar Bear. It's forcing me to not speak English. They're going to take game 2 as well.
Going straight over to the next Alino, what's it called again? Something like that. That's definitely
you're right.
The third spot. And Borsalino next in death, of course, looking for some purchase here on these fireballs, but instead Death is just getting a ice lance to the face. A lot of damage being done actually to Death. Almost going down, but it's Borsalino that's trying to protect his teammate by going straight onto for the duels up here on this mountain. The firewall being very blocking. Still is able to hop on over that with the dash. Not able to protect Death forever though, and now it's going to be up to Borsalino and Next to completely protect the rest of this disrupt and make sure that they actually win this fight. But it's so crowded on this mountain. You already see some other squads flying around as well. It's just a madhouse over here. Beautiful Fire Nado might actually be able to do something here. But Borsalino is looking for an angle to maybe go for this resurrection onto Death. And Death, of course, communicating, hey, look, I've been moving down the mountain. I'm a little bit further ahead and there's no one near me. You might be able to rotate onto my orb and get that out. And it looks like that's exactly what Borsalino is going to do. I don't think anyone's going to see him do this. Actually, that's wrong. Borsalino gets bursted from the back. Only a sliver of HP left.
Oh, wow.
And there we go. Both next to Borsalino exiled at the same time. And Megaverse takes that one away, while World Tier also gets some credit for some exiles over there.
Welcome to the NA server. Megaverse holding it down on his home turf. Now, notably, Nexalino is an EU team. We will be playing fully on NA servers tonight, so there is a bit of a ping discrepancy going on for that particular squad. But you can see Megaverse out here just being surgical with all of his spells, all of his sorcery. He's actually going to spend one to take one. And we'll see his target practice here. He's literally 3 for 3 on the cancellations. That is just some beautiful, beautiful handiwork right here coming out for Megaverse. We'll see how the rest of his squad fares. But so far, Megaverse just feeling like an unstoppable force out here, just matching spell for spell, sorcery for sorcery. We'll see if he keeps it up and if he can outnumber the amount of hits that he gets. It looks like so far he's in a good spot. Quick little slam coming out. 36 onto his opponent's shield, and this will be a quick little follow-up. Ooh, the actual cancellation of the shockwave. You don't see that very often, but Megaverse saying, hey, it can be done. It can be done in competition as well. Here's the one good use of the Rift that I've seen so far. Repositioning for his team. He's outside of the zone, and he's going to drop right back into the best spot he can for his team. This is actually a really good strategic move coming in, and the rest of his squad staying outside of the action, wants to make sure that they're not going to get caught out while Megaverse can't help them. And they might actually be going for this wall of Halcyon. This might be the full team rotation that they're looking for. Just got to be a little careful for anyone already here. Megaverse is on his own with no teammates on the minimap. So a bit of a big rotation, but so far it seems to be paying off.
Yeah, of course, rotations as a team are important, but if you can take that early lead, if Megaverse wants to take that risk of spotting out some extra teams, in lieu of also being spotted out himself, it seems like they're only getting value from it at this stage. So the arcane rifts are definitely not useless when you play as a squad, but they are definitely a more risky move to go with, especially if you don't have that control that Megaverse is having right now, and sometimes also the luck that comes with it. Now we will see CL again be in a very good position when it comes to the zones. Already has some exiles on the board, and with 11 players in the lobby, they are again looking very poised to attempt to take another game away from this one, to go undefeated in the first half. But right now, Cozy is just looking for something at least, but is getting Icelands into the face, which has to go back into this area to get the shield charge back onto it, and has quite a few of them, but they're all small shards, so they're barely going to be able to get this full shield back up, and that's not what you want to see as Gigabyte, Alpadog, no, it's Alpadog, it's the Alpadog fan club, so that is Joshua, if I'm not mistaken. We get it with Lovell as well, going to try and they'll contest this position of CL that are in that tower right over there. The ping's already on it. They know where they are. They know they want to get them, but they have to hide behind all these pillars and these structures to coordinate a proper attack on that tower. They have to somehow get them out, flush them out of their position. And there's a few things that can do that. Good lightning strike, maybe your firewall, but especially a good toxic cloud. But there's Lovell getting attacked from the back by a completely different squad. This is going to be a very tricky position for them to be in, and they have to be able to defend it somehow. But it's not as easy as it sounds. Lightning strike up there will definitely already do a good job to try and clear that tower out for a little bit. And there's CL moving, seeing their opening window, seeing they know where we are. We were trapped in this tower, and now we can move because they're being attacked. The zone is closing in once again. It's a very small one all the way on the other side of the Halcyon courtyard, and we will see a lot of open space, a lot of open battles, not that much structures to hide behind and play with. This will be a very good place for those Stone Shapers to do something. You already see the shockwaves coming out. Gigabyte under pressure, but the rest of his team also tries to run over this squad that they just have to pass by to get into the safe zone. OSK, we're getting to this late game, and everyone is fighting someone.
I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with Alpha Vega Dragon. Paul can't handle this. This is two beautiful fireballs coming up from Gigabyte, but he will lose his health so quickly. He is literally 2 HP reduced to 0. Novin gonna say, you can't ambush my position. I'll land some toxic on you. Gigabyte gonna be the first one to go down for Vega Dragon Paul Cannon. We're gonna have Megaverse actually blown up? I don't know how that happened. He went down so fast. Now we have Chaos and Novin trying to cover for their lost teammate here. It is a bit of a weird final circle coming in. So much elevation, so much height difference, and so much chaos coming out. Solar Bear gonna take down Lovell. This might be Team CL taking the better part of this. Yes, all 3 members are alive, and they are the only squad that has all 3 members alive. Solar Bear and Meba laying down the CC. Meba going for it. That's another one. Alpha Dog Fan Club, otherwise known as Joshua, is going to go down. That is Team CL 3 in a row. The hat trick coming out right before halftime.